Yes, and welcome along to Band Without Music. I'm Jared. Along with me today is Chops.
How you going?
Andy.
G'day.
And Dean.
Hello.
We are the Howlers, and today's theme, well, it's a great one. It's time.
Time.
And on that note, I think it's time we cracked into it.
Hey, that's pretty terrible.
Thanks, Andy.
That's a honker from you. Well, we did think we'd introduce a new feature this week.
What is it?
It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
You guys remember we agreed not to do that. Okay, thank you. Thank you, though. That was good. We have each chosen a celebrity that we've followed for the last couple of weeks. We tried not to get caught following them, but, you know, some of us did. And basically, we are trying to find things that they did the last couple of weeks that were either good, bad, or ugly. Andy, who was your celebrity?
My celebrity was the legendary Taylor Swift.
Ooh, Tay-Tay.
Oh, she's been up to some stuff in the last couple of weeks.
I'll bet she has. Dean, who is your celebrity?
Probably more well known. Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne or Weezy.
Weezy.
There's a lot of people know.
That's on his birth certificate, I think.
Yeah, Weezy, yeah.
That's what his close friends call him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jared?
Mine was mediocre Australian tennis player Nick Kyrgios.
I'm sure he wouldn't like to be called mediocre, but okay.
Why'd you pick him?
Oh, he's normally a goldmine on Twitter.
Oh, I see.
Unfortunately, the last fortnight has been quite quiet for him.
Slim pickings, is it?
I have chosen the next president of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
My God.
So it's exciting times.
But he's had a pretty quiet couple of weeks, hasn't he?
Well,
Probably won't get much out
not,
of him.
not a lot happened.
No.
But let's talk about what good things happen. We'll come back to the rest later. Andy, what's the good?
Oh, my good for Taylor Swift. So, good stuff this week that she's done. Well, last week, a couple of weeks ago, actually. For Halloween, she dressed up as Deadpool.
Nice.
Not just that. I mean, that's a pretty good thing by itself. She dressed up in the actual Deadpool costume from the movie.
Oh, did she fuck Ryan Reynolds to get it, or what?
Well, no. See, her and Blake Lively, who was Ryan Reynolds' wife, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty good friends, so she got the costume through that.
Did she fill it out?
Did it fit her better than him?
She looks pretty good in it, gotta say. It's an odd fantasy.
Not like a woman who can rip your head off.
What about you, Dean? What was your one? You've got some good stuff from Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I do actually. It's I heard that his new album looks like it could be coming to be on sale pretty soon.
And that's good.
Well, of course it's good. It's been 2012 he started it. It's meant to be released in 2013.
Imagine
So
the
it's-
recording studio fees on that.
Yeah, well, there's been a bit of drama getting it out there. You know.
What about what's this drama?
Well, it's just he's had a bit of money difficulties actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
these poor famous rappers.
I know, it's hard for them.
Did he have to sell one of his 3 mansions, or
Some of his grills, wasn't it?
yeah, one of his teeth?
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Okay, Jared, what have you got for us?
Well, Nick Kyrgios is he's been a bit quiet on Twitter, but he is doing something quite good. You'll be familiar, of course, with the ice bucket challenge that was quite popular last year, year
Yeah.
before. There's a similar initiative for cancer that he's raising awareness for. It's called Volley For Cancer. So he's challenging famous tennis players to see how many volleys they can get in a row,
Okay.
and then make a pledge to cancer. So I thought that was quite nice of him.
That's very nice.
Bit of a douchebag in general terms, but this is quite good.
It's probably the nicest thing he's ever done in his life.
That's very nice, yeah.
Chops, what about you?
Well, the Don. Obviously, you'll be aware that he won the US presidential election,
He did.
which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I've got 2 very solid reasons for that. Okay.
Yep, here we go.
All right. Kicking it off, you guys see quite a lot of celebrities threaten to leave America if he won. There's quite a few of them that I'd be quite happy to see go because it means they will stop making shitty music and movies and things. The likes of Lena Dunham, terrible human being.
What? She's great.
Hate her.
Wow.
Miley Cyrus,
What? She's great.
Barbara Streisand,
What? She's great.
Amy Schumer.
Yeah,
You know, so there's quite a few people that have been scared out of America by this, which is nice. You
What
know,
if they come to New Zealand?
then it will be bad. But I think they're thinking of going to Canada, so that'll be nice. And the other reason this is very good, have you guys seen Mad Max? Because how awesome did that world look? right?
That was pretty cool.
That, I mean, if that is the post-apocalyptic world that Trump will be bringing in, I, for one, welcome it.
Would that be your favourite post-apocalyptic world?
Either that or Waterworld. I would welcome either one of those. If he wants to melt the polar ice caps, me and Kevin Costner on our little jet skis. Well, good old time. I forgot to mention that we'll be voting on who had the best good, bad and ugly, and then at the end the loser will... I was going to suggest we punish them, but I didn't bring anything to punish them with, so maybe we just throw our pens at them.
Okay.
Hey, Dean, if I vote for you, will you vote for me?
Yeah, that should help us out.
Already. This is like the US presidential election already.
I'll pay you. I got half a Mars bar on the van. It's the same one from last week, yeah. But it should be alright.
Wasn't it melted then?
Yeah, but it's rehardened. It's just a bit different shape.
All the essence of the Mars bar, just in a different shape.
Well, speaking of rampant corruption and things where voting doesn't matter, Andy, have you got some tops for us this week?
I do have some tops for you this week. And I've got a name for the segment as well. So basically what I'm doing is I'm giving you a list of things, counting them down, and this segment is called Ranking in Public.
Ranking in public.
It's like wanking.
Thanks for that.
Okay. That's good from you. Were you arrested over the weekend? Is that what gave the idea?
Following Taylor Swift. This week's theme is time. So what I've done is I've got top 6 time travel movies.
Ooh.
Are 3 of them just from
Yeah, is there one
Yeah.
one particular franchise?
So I've just taken one from franchises.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, otherwise it would be a top 20.
All right.
Number 6, Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, I like that.
Underrated. But yeah, I like
Watched
that.
it
Yeah,
the
good movie.
Watched that the other week. Actually, we watched that in Rarotonga.
We watched it in Rarotonga, didn't we?
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
I just like the part where he calls his wife,
That's
who's a kid at that time.
Most of the most of the movies kind of contain in the title. There's
It's
a hot
true.
tub that is a time
Yeah.
machine.
This movie I put off seeing for a long time because of the title, like Sharknado.
Ooh. Did you say Sharknado is awful?
Well, I haven't seen it.
You need to watch it.
What's it about, Dean?
It's about it's in the title.
Number 5, Looper. You guys seen
Yes, I
Looper?
have.
Bruce Willis.
Oh
and the
yes,
dude that
great movie.
wears suits all the time.
Yeah, I love it. I love that movie. Actually.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That's the one.
It's quite a cool concept for a time travel movie. It's where they basically people get sent back in time to be executed,
Yeah.
That's the one.
and there's complications that arise when people have to execute themselves.
Yes.
Number 4, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yes. What
Yeah.
a movie.
This one almost didn't make it on the list, but I thought, you know what? After rewatching it this week, I thought, hey, that's going on the list.
This is what made Beyonce famous, right?
No,
What?
she was in the third one. Not the
Oh,
second
the
one.
third one. Wasn't that back in time as well?
Was it?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just getting the afro
The
confused.
second one brought in Mini-Me, Fat Bastard,
Oh yeah.
and it was when Dr. Evil went back in time to steal Austin Powers' mojo,
Oh yes.
and he went, and then Austin Powers followed him in the Vita Beetle
Mm.
back in time.
Is it the one with the tent scene? 'Cause I can remember very vividly.
No, I think that's the first one,
Oh,
because that's with Elizabeth Hurley. The second one's got Heather Graham in it.
that's right. Good choice. Good choice.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Number 3, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You seen that?
I actually haven't. It's a bit of a cult classic, though, isn't it?
You can stay the fuck out of this conversation. Jared, have you seen it?
I have.
Nice. Enjoy it?
It was good.
I like it. Have you seen it, Dean?
I don't think I have.
Okay. It's got Keanu Reeves in the best role that he's ever played, I reckon. Even better than Neo. Okay, number 2, 12 Monkeys.
Is that the one with Brad Pitt in it?
Yeah, it is. And
He's got
Bruce Willis
long
again.
hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it ages ago. I can't really remember it that well.
It's really good. It's from mid-90s, so like 95. Yeah, that's a great movie. Directed by Terry Gilliam, who was in Monty Python.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the only American in the Monty Python troupe.
interesting.
Yeah, very good movie. Number 1, what do you reckon it's going to be? Any guesses? You get 0 points if you guess it right.
Well,
If it's not Back to the Future,
Yeah.
I'm punching in the face and leaving.
What if I told you it wasn't Back to the Future?
Then I'm punching in the face and leaving.
Well, I don't want you to do that. So it's Back to the Future.
Yeah. Wait, which one?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one. Is it?
Original.
Although the second
I
one
like the
was
second one
pretty
as well,
good.
because the second one was when they went to the future.
Yeah. It's really fascinating seeing what they thought we would have done
Well, he said.
and how wrong they were.
Well, we kind of said that. Is it Robert Zemeckis that directed it? And he said that he didn't want to predict what the future was, so he just kind of made it an outlandish version of what it could be. Like that's why they had like Jaws 16 or whatever it was at the movies and the hoverboards. And he said, "There's no way we're not going to have flying cars, so I'm going to put that in there." So it was less of a prediction and more of just like a piss take of the future, basically. And then But he got some things right in it. Screens and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flat screen, touch screens.
Yeah.
Automated ordering and stuff like that.
Shoes that do it themselves.
But that's the second movie. That's not the one we're talking about. The first one's where they go back to 1955.
He nearly has sex with his mum.
I'm sure he did. Yeah, anything else to be said about that movie?
No, it's just a good solid movie. It's a good one for the family.
Oh, what's the date that they go to in the future?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
this year, was
Oh,
it?
Yeah.
it was October 20.
It was last year.
Yeah, October 20.
First, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, because I had the day off, so I could watch them all.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I went to drive-in on that day and watched it.
Oh, they all
I was going to
driving.
go, but had other stuff to do.
And there was a DeLorean there. That was pretty cool.
Oh, excellent. I fully agree with that choice, Andy. I don't even have any notable exceptions.
Oh, I've got some notable exceptions. Terminator 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of has time travel in it, but it doesn't. It's not really about time travel itself, so it's not going in the list.
I'll give you that, though. It's a good movie. Excellent. It still holds up. Do you know what? Both that and Terminator 1 both hold up.
Groundhog Day. Still, again, not really about time travel. It's just about the same day over again.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Butterfly Effect. That one's actually about time travel.
Yeah, do you know what? A good movie, but Ashton Kutcher, it's so weird seeing him in like a
Yeah.
not playing an idiot.
Yeah. I had the same problem when I watched Jobs. Steve Jobs movie.
I haven't seen it.
That had him in it.
No, I can't say I have either. Sorry.
Or this one nearly made it in. I really wanted to put it as my number one. A Muppet Christmas Carol
Absolute classic.
That
That's
would
a
have been
classic.
acceptable.
Yeah.
of the Dickens Tale. Hey, what's our next segment there?
I think it's time for Dean to tell us some fibs.
Dean Phibbs.
Or not, as it may be.
Dean Phibbs.
Dean Phibbs. Well, the theme this week is time, of course. So these fibs or truths, these happened in some point of time.
So basically, you've got stories from
From time.
time.
From place, time and time.
It's good, because last week we had quite a few that actually occurred outside of time.
Yes.
So that was, yeah.
So that's how I'm fitting with the theme.
That
this
is the
week.
worst connection to the theme.
It's loose. It's loose.
Do you know what, Dean? I'm going to give you that one.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over them briefly. I'm going to tell 3 stories. 2 of them are fact. One is fib. And you got to try and guess which one is the lie.
The fib.
The fib, you mean?
The fib. Number 1. I was going to go over it briefly, and then you guys can quiz me on them.
Okay.
Okay, so number 1 is hitchhiker loses his finger in a car.
Not his thumb, because that wouldn't work, would it?
Number 2, guy who stole a police car. Number 3, a guy who crashed into a whole lot of sheep.
Okay, tell us about number 1.
Number 1, so these are all stories that I've heard from a long time ago. Time.
Time.
This one was a couple, who I'm not going to mention, were driving, and they saw a hitchhiker on the side of the road.
Whereabouts?
Is this New Zealand?
It's in New Zealand, I know that, but I don't know exactly where it was. North Island, I'm pretty sure, North Island. They saw a hitchhiker, pulled over, and the wife said, actually, you know what, I don't like the look of this guy. So as they went to pull off, they heard a thud in the side of the car, and they didn't think anything of it, and they turned up at the gas station, and a guy said to them, excuse me, do you realise there's a knife sticking in the side of your car with a chain on it, and wrapped around that chain is a finger? So I'm guessing the guy
Stab the car.
went to stab the car, and he had his finger wrapped around the chain which is attached to the knife, and just ripped his finger clean off as they drove off.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy. Number 2, stolen police car. So this is a guy, I'm not going to name names. He was drunk, came up to a checkpoint, police checkpoint. I thought, oh god, this is not going to go well.
Whereabouts?
I think it was on the Wairarapa, this one. Pulled over, police went to breath test him, and then there was a car crash just behind them, real close to them. So the police went to attend to that. He got out the car. He thought, get some fresh air in me, I should be alright. And they were pissing around with this, car crash, sorting things out. And he thought, you know what?
Saving lives. Wasting time trying to...
Absolute shambles.
He thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go. So he got in the car, drove off home. A few hours later, knock on the door.
Looked outside, had a knife on the side of his car.
Police were there. He said, he said to them, I'm not too sure why you're here. I've been drinking, but I've been at home all day. And they go, no, you haven't. Our police car is in your driveway. It was a mufti cop, and he got on the wrong car because he was drunk and drove the mufti cop.
Oh, so he didn't mean to...
No.
Oh, I see.
So he jumped in. He got out of his car, jumped into the mufti car without knowing, and just drove it home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That must be
Did
most...
he at least play with the sirens
Yeah.
and stuff?
Well, he didn't realise. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Did he get arrested, charged, or were they just like...
Oh, look, mate, that's about all of the story I know.
Okay, all right. That doesn't sound like a lie. I mean a fib. Tell us about number 3.
Number 3, So guy, again, drink driving.
Yeah.
Goes with the theme.
Is this the same guy?
What's that?
Is this the same guy?
No, this is a different guy. He was driving, came around a corner quite quick. He was drunk.
I know. Good
And
enough.
there was a few stray sheep on the side of the road, and he hit into one, and it smashed up. He had one of those, is it the Beetle? The old Beetle that had the boot in the front?
Beetle?
Ringo was in the
Is it the
passenger
one with the
seat.
boot in the front and the engine in the back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it smashed up the boot. He got towed to the hospital, and he was in hospital. Well, he got in the ambulance, and his car got towed. I don't know where to.
I was going to say that's a bit unusual for the ambulance to tow his vehicle.
They might have done that, you know.
It's a rural service that
Yeah.
they offer.
So he's in the hospital, and you can hear the police outside saying, "We're going to have to breath test him." He said, "I don't want to borrow that." So he jumped out the window, got in a taxi in the car park, took him back over the Haywoods, and a call came out on the radio saying, "There's a man who's escaped from the hospital. He's been done for drink driving. If you know anything, can you bring him back here?" And the taxi driver looked at him, and he goes, "How about I give you $200 if you keep quiet?" And he accepted it and dropped him off home. Which I don't understand, because surely the registration's still on the car.
Unless it was stolen.
I also don't understand that, and that's why I think that one's a fib.
I've already forgotten the first
To
one.
be honest, I think all three of these are bullshit. And
Well, we know some weird people. That's the thing.
I do know a lot of weird people.
that first story is an urban legend that I've heard before.
Ah. Are you just looking shit up on the internet?
I think he's been Googleizing again.
Have you been fibbing to us?
So what do we got?
Ooh. How many of these are fibs again? 2 of them?
No, just one.
One's a lie.
Yeah,
So
just one, mate.
that's the
Oh,
that's
the
the
name.
game.
That's the name of the game, mate.
that's an outrage.
And so you reckon the first one's a...
Well, I've heard that one before.
What if it was just Dean telling you it before?
No, definitely. Actually,
Could have been.
it could have been. Nah, it could have been Mr. Phibbs actually that told that story.
Could have
on a-
been.
Do you know what? I'm gonna stick with my final guess. I'm gonna lock in number 3. You guys guess how you want.
Oh. What was the first? I mean, the first one was the hitchhiker stabbing the car.
Yeah.
Second one was stolen police car. Third one was the...
The sheep.
Sheep.
I think it's 1 or 3.
I'm going the first one as a lie because that's kind of too sensational. What's the word?
Sensational.
Yeah, you can just say it as one word.
Okay. It's not too
That's normally how it's pronounced.
hyphenate it.
Okay, and Jared, what's your guess?
I'm going 3. I think 3 is the fib.
3.
Ooh, okay.
So 2 3s and a 1.
Well, we're doing it as a team.
As a
so
team?
we're going 3 as
So
the
you
fib.
you've locked in 3.
Yeah, well, we're gonna lock in 3.
You this week you guys have won.
Yes.
Oh, good job, team.
Yeah, good work.
Good job.
So the third
Jared
one
and
was a
Chops,
lie?
Anyway,
So
Yeah.
the first one was true.
The first one was true.
Wow, that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
Even though it's quite sensational. What's next, Choppers?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, it must be.
Bad.
All right, yeah. Let's talk about the bads. Dean, seeing as you've just been talking, keep talking. Tell us about your bads.
You want to hear my Lil Wayne bad?
Yeah.
Well, this one happened about a week ago. He was interviewed. He was in a bit of an interview got asked about the Black Lives Matter. You guys know
I'm familiar.
He got asked about it, and he said, "I'm a young, black, rich motherfucker. If that don't let you know that America understands black motherfuckers matter, I don't know what will." So he's essentially saying, well, implying that because he is rich and black, that he, I don't know, disproves of the notion of the racial equality.
Inequality.
And yeah,
I can understand that.
So he's saying that racial inequality doesn't exist because he's
because
rich.
he's rich and black.
Well, that makes total sense.
Yeah, and he was also, on top of that, he seemed to hint that he couldn't
Oh my God, you're
identify-
bored during your own story.
with the Black Lives Matter objective. And he said, "I don't feel connected to the damn thing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you're crazy as shit."
Crazy as shit.
And he later apologized, therefore, you know,
saying the word shit.
I think for everything, you know, which just shows how bad it really was.
Jared?
Jared, what's your
Alright.
bad?
My
Bad.
Well, it's been a bad couple of weeks for my buddy Nick Kyrgios.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Not even on the tennis court. He's got himself another doping ban.
Another one?
Yeah.
Really?
What for?
I
Couple of pingers?
believe this is his 5th ban this year.
Has he been in the mushies?
He
Pingers?
didn't delve into what he's been into. So he's basically just driving around in cars with his girlfriend taking photos.
Picking up
Um,
hitchhikers with knives in the side of his car.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that's bad.
Gotta watch out for that.
Watching a bit of NBA.
Ooh,
He's a fan of the Celtics.
of course he is.
Just an extra fact there for you. What about you, Choppy? What have you got?
Oh, the Don. Well, okay, so as we know, the Don won, which is good because of Mad Max. But did anybody watch his concession speech?
The one where he's like, sorry for keeping you waiting, folks. It's a complicated business.
It was terrible because, do you know what? I was expecting him to get up there and gloat.
Yeah, I was
and be
waiting for
like,
that.
hey, Hillary, nice one. Why don't you eat a dick? Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry about it, Bill.
Go down the hall and touch her right in the pussy.
Yeah, exactly. But
Grab,
you know what?
Grab.
Do you want to know what he said? He said, we all owe Hillary a huge debt of gratitude for her service to America. How fucking boring is that?
Yeah, I know. That's true.
I really wanted some gloating, and he didn't deliver.
I was ready for that to be just ripping into everybody,
Yeah.
be like, this is where the dictatorship starts.
Yeah.
Let's kick it off now.
Do you think he's waiting till he actually gets?
Probably.
Yeah, till he moves this stuff
Signed
into the White House.
Yeah.
Because he's still not president yet.
No, not yet.
Then he'll start pushing the nuke buttons.
January next year, he's just going to send a tweet of himself in front of the nuke console.
Yeah, and just pushing that big red button.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting
You're all
for
fired.
the final boardroom scene where he lets someone go.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll do that as part of his presidency? Each month he'll...
Obama, you're fired. Yeah. All right, Andy. What have you got? What
I've
did
got
Tay-Tay
nothing.
do?
I've got nothing this week.
I mean, she's an angel.
I forgot to look up the bad stuff, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I'm out of this one completely.
Okay. Right. Well, I mean, that's not getting my vote, but
Or that she's still not back with Ed.
They went together, they're just besties.
Come on, mate. There's definitely sexual tension there.
all right. Thank you for that little tangent. I think we'll move right on to a little bit of dick in history. You guys like dick?
Yeah, so what's this?
You like history?
What's dick in history? Can you explain it to us again?
All right, so we're looking at dick moves that have occurred, things that might not have been such good ideas that occurred sometime in history. This week we're talking about time, so this is a very time-related dick move. Dean, I wonder if I might ask you a couple of questions before we kick into it. As a builder, you'll
No.
be intimately familiar with measurements.
Somewhat.
He's heard of them.
How many meters are there in a kilometer?
Oh, lots, mate.
No, I want an exact answer. Come on.
How many houses do you think he's built that have been a kilometre
Yeah,
long?
come on, mate. We don't go
doesn't
past
need that.
maybe like 15, 16 meters.
Don't be stupid. How many meters do you think there are in a kilometer?
Between 16 and 20,
Oh, yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Lots, mate. There'd be heaps.
Lots. Okay. Well, it's actually fucking easy to work out. You useless fucks.
Is the answer 1,000?
The answer is 1,000.
Oh,
Thank you,
wow.
Andy.
That's
okay.
crazy.
Do you know how many centimeters there are in a kilometer?
Or that would be 100,000, wouldn't it?
Correct. Okay, so that's really easy,
Is this
isn't
a
it?
maths quiz or is this
No,
dicks in history?
we're getting there. You shut the fuck up. How many minutes are there in an hour?
1 million.
Wrong.
1,000.
How many minutes in an hour did you say?
Yeah.
There's
60, right?
Yeah.
How many seconds are in an hour?
It was 60.
No. So it's a bit more complicated, right?
3,600. Is it?
No.
No, 300,000.
No.
600.
It's like 3,600. It's a
That's
fair
what
amount.
3,600?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said
Yeah, he did.
3,000.
Yeah, she did. He was right.
So you're correct, yeah. So if you want to start working out, you know,
from
shit-
3.
Yeah. Andy's the only one who can do this, okay? This week's dick move in history is not converting to decimal time when we converted all of our other shit to decimal measurements, okay? So back in like the French Revolution times, when they were like, hey, let's turn weight and shit into decimals instead of measuring in pounds and stuff, they were going to do the same with time. They did it with measurement. They thought, hey, should we do it with time? They were going to have a 10-hour day split into 10 minutes with, I think, 100 seconds each. So everything was going to be slightly longer. But instead, they decided to stick with the useless 24-hour time that we have at the moment.
Well, what's the reason for that? Why did they stick with it?
Yeah.
Is it because it
Mainly,
was already well established?
yes, mainly. There's a few other good reasons as well, because it's all divisors of 12, which is really easy to divide into. But yeah, anyway, that's my dick move in history, because I think it's made things a lot more complex for everyone.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, you may not disagree. The other good reason to go with 12
So
is because
Who decided?
there was like some forum of science. I got bored looking it up. There was like a forum of scientists and shit in like the start of the 1800s.
Do we have a name?
Of the forum of scientists? No, I'm just going to say the world, because it was really world consensus. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to something even more boring. Sport. You guys got some sports? You want
Sport chat.
Yeah. Now,
Chad.
Chomps, explain the segment.
because these three quite like sport and talking about sport, I allow them to have 30 seconds to discuss all the sport they want. Are you guys ready?
Just see, we're going to figure out what we're going to talk about.
That's a shame because your timer starts.
And
now.
we're off now.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
did you go- well,
Davey
did you-
Warner
did
started
you
off
see
pretty
the-
bad in the cricket.
He
the
did.
Phoenix?
Yeah,
That was
you
really
guys
good.
just talk about other sports. and
Oh,
I'll
well,
get
the All
the
Blacks
cricket
had a
done.
fantastic
I'll get the
win
cricket
this
done.
morning.
Really well.
Absolutely pants the
So,
Australians.
Just
The
the
game
game
played
started off
place.
not
All
very
they
well.
did was
All
kick
out
the
for
ball away.
84. I think
Yeah.
it
It
was.
wasn't even good kicking. It was
Steve,
aimless
pretty
kicking.
slowly.
Absolute rubbish. Absolute
highest-
rubbish. And then
I
the
don't
fucking
score of
Kiwis dropped the
45.
ball.
They
Lewis
did very well,
goal.
but
It's worst
South
performance
Africa-
in the
They
morning.
scored. They got
South
2
Africa
goals.
got ahead of them.
They won
Got a
2-0.
lead. I think
Carnage.
Oh, wait.
three down.
Wow, you guys are finished. You had 3 seconds to go as well.
Oh, I thought you put your hand up.
I didn't even need to. No, you guys, well done. I also accidentally put the timer for 30 minutes, so it's a good job you guys stopped, or we would have been here for a
So how
while.
long have we got left? 29 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes and 30 seconds. Look, enough of that shit.
What are
you
you
guys
talking about? That was genius. That's the best thing we've done all day.
Can we talk about our uglies now?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Dean, what's your ugly? What did Weezy do that was so terrible?
Wheezy. Ooh, Wheezy. Actually, I like this one. He's been warned many a times to stop drinking the old syrup.
Syrup. Maple syrup.
Golden?
You guys heard of syrup? It's pretty much
Oh,
cough
scissor.
medicine
Yeah.
and codeine. So it's
Scissor.
you sort of hallucinate, have seizures. He has a lot of seizures. He's been warned not to do it, but he continues to do it.
Is he releasing these seizures on an album?
Well,
Does this have anything to do
maybe
with
this
his
is why the
difficulties?
album's taking so long. Seizure and out all the time. It's also called, you guys might have heard of it, as lean or Texas tea or drank. They call it drank.
Isn't Texas Tea from the Beverly Hillbillies?
But if they drank syrup, then yes.
I hope he's not drinking that.
But it is quite serious. You all know Pimp C from Underground Kings.
Yeah.
Heard of him?
Obviously, yeah.
He died.
Oh.
Too much syrup.
Overdose on scissor.
Too much syrup. Also, we've had a few more. Houston MC Big Mo. He passed away from the Siri.
I think Elvis passed away because of too much syrup, but I think his was maple syrup on all the pancakes he ate.
It's a good way to go.
And DJ Screw as well. We lost DJ Screw to the syrup.
We lost DJ Screw.
Yeah, so
Was he good at turntables? Just went round and round.
he's been warned. He's been warned to go off it, but he's not. He can't get off it.
Can't get off cough syrup.
Can't beat it. So that's my ugly.
Is he called Weezy because he drinks a lot of cough syrup?
Oh,
That could be it.
That's a banger.
I don't actually know. I don't know where Weezy came from.
Probably from that.
Could be, yeah.
I think you said it at the beginning of this podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's known as, yeah.
Ah,
Street names. But yeah, too much drank. Too much of the old Siri.
All right, Jared, what have you got
all
for
right.
us
Well,
on the
so
uglies?
my ugly for Big Nick Kyrgios this fortnight is it's a bit unfortunate actually. He posted a picture of his partner in a car with him driving along.
Ooh.
That's not the ugly part. She's actually quite tidy. The ugly part is that one of his Twitter followers has had a bit of a go and started calling his girlfriend names, and it's escalated quickly. And Kyrgios has called him out on it and said, "If you say that to my face, I will literally punch you with my fist."
Wow.
Yeah,
Literally.
Good thing
literally.
he clarified which part of his body he was going to punch him with.
that's good. I'm quoting here.
Excellent.
That's violent.
So
That's violent.
Yeah, so violence is never the answer,
It's always ugly.
and you know,
Violence is always
if
ugly.
he's going to share nice pictures of his partner, we shouldn't be judging.
We should not be judging. No. All right.
Choppers.
So the ugly for the Don.
The dawn.
Wow.
I mean,
The whole week's been ugly, hasn't it?
I think it's been a great week for the Don. But I mean, this particular feature of the Don has been ugly for some time, and we're bringing it back to the hair.
Oh, come on. Give it a rest.
No, look, I just think now that he's president, he's got a couple of months, and he needs to sort out, needs to have a think about what he's going to do with his hair. I've got some options that I think would look really great.
What
a-
options have you got?
A big orange afro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd look a little bit like Carrot Top.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that'd
what I
be a
was
good
thinking.
look for a present.
Maybe a green one, more like an Oompa Loompa.
He could dye it.
That'd be
Yep.
good.
He could die.
Dye it.
Oh,
He'd be
okay.
good.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he could dye it too. He
Does he
could
need to
lose
lose some
a few
weight?
pounds. Yeah. Orange mohawk.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was thinking cornrows.
Cornrows was number 3 on my list.
Sorry to jump in there.
Yeah. Number 4 would just be dreadlocks. But he has to get
Nice.
them really long and filthy. Never wash them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shitlocks.
So yeah, I mean
What
that's the ugly.
What about Statue of Liberty spikes?
Oh,
You know, go, America.
that's nice. Fuck yeah. Yeah. No, that would be
Patriotic,
really nice.
yeah.
Actually. Well, there you go. 5 options. I'll send this list out to him, and he could get his presidential barber onto it.
Oh, I imagine he'll probably be listening in, so.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Don.
Donnie, how are you, mate?
All right, Andy, what have you got for us? What has Tay Tay done? that's ugly?
Tay, you know how she always writes songs about her ex-boyfriends?
Yes.
She's quite known for
Does
it.
she?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
she does.
okay.
Often
Heartbreak.
not the nicest songs. She's done it again, but this time she didn't even bother to record the song. She gave it to another group. So they've basically recorded the song about her ex, Calvin Harris.
Okay.
It's
song is
called
it?
Better Man. I haven't heard the song.
Oh, but Pearl Jam.
Yeah. No, Little Big Town, who's actually quite a cool little country group.
Oh, I have heard of them actually.
What's so ugly about the song? Is it?
I don't know. I haven't heard it. I didn't do my research. That's as far as I went with that research. I just thought the whole scenario was ugly. That about petty writing songs and then not even bothering to go through with it.
Just an ugly attitude, really.
Ugly attitude towards music.
That's fantastic. So we've all done our good, bads, and uglies.
Yep.
Has everyone voted on what they?
Yeah, I've just texted mine through to the number. Is
I'll
that?
put mine through to you.
Oh,
just
good.
trying to get-
Okay, so what was everyone's vote for the good?
Hands down, it's got to be Lil Wayne's album coming out.
Ooh, interesting.
What did you vote for, Dean?
I voted for tennis.
I voted for Tay Tay.
I voted tennis.
So tennis is the winner.
Tennis is the winner.
the winner.
But it's a great cause.
Well done, Nick Kyrgios, if you're listening.
Well done, Nick.
What did everyone
I
vote
support
for
cancer.
for number 2? Oh, so that's 2 for Trump. I actually voted for the sports guy for the doping.
Oh yeah,
That's a head, so that's Trump.
Oh, Trump by a landslide.
Trump by a landslide.
Just like the election.
Wow.
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 And the final category, which was the
Which was
ugly.
ugly.
What did you have, Andy?
What do you mean? What did I vote for?
Yeah.
I voted for Chops.
Trump.
Chops.
One for Trump.
Chops, did you vote for, mate?
I voted for Tay Tay.
I voted for Lil Wayne again, just
Nice.
because
Ooh.
everyone loves a Siri.
Oh, so the decider's on
We
Dean.
decided, well, I'll have to give it to Little Wayne.
I thought you couldn't vote for
No,
yourself.
you can't. So
I'll give it to Jared.
okay, so we have a tie. Unfortunately, Andy, that kind of means that
How do
means that both of you two lose because you won the least.
Yes.
Yes.
So Jared.
Hold up.
Oh, sorry, Dean and Andy both lose because
Goals
Jared.
difference?
Jared, and, what's that?
Can we look at goal difference, please?
Goal difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, like votes.
Well, how many
Yeah,
bonus
yeah.
points did you get, though?
I got a few votes, actually, in
I
some
got
of
quite a
them.
few votes as well.
Well, I dominated in my category.
I actually think that he got more votes than I did. I think. I
Okay,
lost that
so
one.
I think we all agree that Andy loses.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, everyone throw pins at
Ah,
Andy.
shit. Ah, fuck. Ow. Fuck, there's one more.
Sneak attack.
They're all my pens as well. That's what I hate about
Yeah,
this.
actually,
Fuck.
Andy, I was going to say next week, can you bring in like more pins? All right.
Oh, actually, before we move on.
Oh, yeah?
Before we were talking about Jared's tennis guy, the cancer thing. I think I said, yeah, I like cancer. Well,
just the,
just to clarify.
just to clarify, I mean, I like people doing things to help out people with cancer. I don't like
Okay.
cancer, like attacking people or anything like that.
Put your pitchforks down, people. We didn't mean it.
And it's not about the star sign either, so just to clarify that.
Oh, is it not? I thought you were fundraising for this. My vote's changed.
Yeah.
So, moving on, I think the final segment, Jared's Jazzy Jingle. Jared, what are you singing about today?
That would be the theme of today's show, time.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure how this is going to work, actually, because we got the one mic, but we'll...
Oh, here, you can use mine.
Got a little number for you.
How little was that number?
This is Jazzy Jingle.
Taylor Swift, dressed as Deadpool. Lil Wayne's album is out next year, and his tops was classic. And Nick Volley for Cancer
Not pro cancer.
chopsticked his way through history, and Dean told us 2 fibs, 1 truth. We had some good, some bad, some ugly, and then we talked some sport. Chops is angry about the decimal system. Dean's a builder, but rubbish at basic math. We talked some sport. Chops kept us on strict time. Weezy's off the series. Don't forget his album's out next year.
Be sure to pick that one up.
The theme was time.
Beautiful. Highlight.
I take it back. That was the best thing that we've done today.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
All right, that was amazing.
That was thrilling.
Andy, do you want to see us out?
All right, so this is the end of Band Without Music. Dean,
Yes.
Jared,
Kia ora.
Choppy,
Yeah.
and myself, Andy. We'll see you next time on A Band Without Music.